What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Ygsnow91 here. Today I'm doing this video just to do a regional recap. So, yesterday, in Norcross, Georgia, we had a regional that was hosted by Galactic Quest, and yeah. So, of course, it was a very nice, very exciting regional. Um, Basically, for us, this is the last. That was the last, like, kind of major event before the ban list, and so everybody was coming to try out different types of decks. You had every deck of every other past formats there. It wasn't just dragons. It was, the whole top 32. I think it was like 5 dragons, and the rest were 5 to 10 dragons, and the rest were just different other decks. It was mainly dragons and gear gears though. I think it would I think about 5 to I want to say, I'm not sure, but anywho, besides that, what else happened? Oh yeah, um, we finally started at a timely and orderly manner. Like the last regional that we had, we were there to 2 o'clock Monday morning, and that was crazy. Um, we also didn't have the same amount of, the same turnout that we had from the last regional. Last regional we had 450 players. This regional we were 200 some, like 220 short. We had 230 to 240, you know, give or take a few. Um, it still was a great turnout. Of course, as you can see, I said I was going to run Dark Worlds, but I decided to not run Dark Worlds. I decided to just play the Gear Curry deck. Dark Worlds, just from the feedback that I got from when I posted it on YouTube, some of the comments discouraged me a little, so I just decided, let's just try something that I know probably have a better chance, probably. So I decided to go with the Gear Armor stuff. But yeah, so I went 5-2-1 in the regional. One of the losses being to me getting a round one loss because I was 50, in the 12 minutes after registration cutoff time, because registration was cut off at 9:45, and I was told that it would be 10 o'clock. But hey, it doesn't matter. So yeah, I did finish 5-1. I got 28th with this deck. Top 32 got invites to nationals, so I got my invite. Uh, so without further ado, let's just get into the rounds. Like I said, round one, I got the round one match loss, so I just walked around for that round and traded and waited for round two. So in round two, my first opponent was his name was Jordan. He was playing Constellars. I 2-0'd him. By the way, he was a great guy. Um, it was just Imperial Iron Wall game one that kind of shut him down, and he didn't get a Pallades play because I had double Valor for Colossus when they came. I had double Valor in hand, so both times he brought out Claws, I Valored him. Game two, he got me down to 500 life points. He was at 49. He just couldn't do the extra 500. So I pulled that game out with the OTK. Round three, I played Alex. He was a great guy. He was playing Light Swarms, but I unfortunately 2-0'd him. Game one, Valors just killed them, I think. Yeah, Valors killed them, and then I OTK'd because he wasn't playing Maxes, and he only got one Necro Gardener engraved, and I had the OTK plus a limiter removal. Game two, don't. Yeah, he got to do no damage because I had Valors for the Lumina plays, and he milled out like crazy. But I flipped Imperial Iron Wall, so he couldn't save himself just because he couldn't banish his Necro Gardeners. And so yeah, that was it for round three. Round four, I played Michael. He was playing spell books. Also, another great guy. Um, game one, we both grinded. Well, I don't want to say I had to grind. He just went off. Clutch fates at the right time, and he just murdered me from there. Um, game two, he didn't get to put in. He didn't even get to put in any damage. I see the only monster he seen was a Kaiku and a blue boy, I think, and had the Valor for the blue boy, and I just got rid of the Kaiku. I think I Phoenix trained it or something. But however that went, he didn't get to do any damage to me. And by the way, game one went into like 4 rounds. I mean, game one went for no, it went for like 33 minutes before he was able to beat me. So we only had 7 minutes for the next round. And with that, he just happened to. With the next round, since I won that one, we didn't get to play game three, and it was a draw. Round five, I played Bradley. He was playing Madoches. 2-0'd him. Great guy. You'll hear me when I was doing my deck profile. He was in the background of the dude who was recording the deck profile for me. Game one, Valors and Imperial Iron Wall for Hoot Cakes. He couldn't really do much. Also the same way for game two. Except he got rid of my Imperial Iron Wall, and he was able to play through Valors. And so I had one set back row, and he had the Mufalal Hoot Cake play. He did all that, got Messenger Lotto, then got Chateau. I had two back rows, by the way. I had MST the Chateau. He decided to overlay for Invoker and MVP for the weekend. I black horned it, and so he didn't have anything else after that. He had an empty hand. I had 4 cards in hand, and I proceeded to go off next turn. Round six. Unfortunately, I played Shelby, also a cool guy. Unfortunately for him, he got a game one loss due to not deciding. So instead of game one, we went straight to game two. For the most part, he controlled most of the board because Icarus attacks. Yeah, if since I was saying Icarus attacks, he was playing Black Wings, by the way, not Harpies. But Icarus attacks controlled the board for most of the way, but I was able to hang on for long enough until we got to the point where I decided to go off. I decided to go MK2. No, I had a what did I have? I had a no. Yeah, I had a set armor, I think, and that was what was left on my field. It was my turn, so I drew. Went MK2, got Georgino. That's well, when I summoned the MK2, he maxed me. I got Georgino off the MK2. Tributed the MK2. The Georgino for Sizank. Whatever the dog name is. I think Sizank, yeah. And flipped the armor, got Accelerator. Synced the arm. Special the Accelerator first. Flipped the armor. Yeah. Yeah, I synced the armor. Had the Accelerator in my hand. I didn't special it. Went to Scrap Dragon. Scrap Dragon had popped my MK2 to pop his one lone what is it, his lone armor wing that he had face up, and I had to do that because I didn't want to get colluded. So when I did that, he was at 5,500 life points. I attacked him for 28. He didn't have any responses for that, so I proceeded in damage step to activate limiter removal, bumping Scrap Dragon up to 5,600, and I won that game. So 1-0 victory on him. Round 7. Played another cool guy. He was playing Chain Gadgets. His name was Caleb, by the way. Game 1, he saw he had like massive amounts of advantage by summoning gadgets and Kage to Kages and just going off from there. And so I had to YOLO that game because he had me at 2650 with like 3 big monsters on board, and he was up on the Maxi challenge. I got rid of the monsters, but when I did that, he dropped the Trag on me with like 15 cards in hand. I had the big eye to Trag, and then of course he had plays from there. Game 2, he saw no gadgets, but was still able to leak out the victory because of 100 life points, and I lost in time. Um, that was it for that. In round 8, I played Howard. For me and him, that was the deciding factor on who would be able to top. Since that happened, yeah, he was playing Fire Fist, and game 1, I got the victory. OTK'd. Well, I did damage turn 1, and then the next turn I OTK'd. Well, not turn 1, y'all know what I meant, my turn 1. Game 2, he was able to leak out the victory because Bear popped and he controlled the board from there. And game 3, I was able to get off a clutch black rose with 5 back rolls. 3 of them already been activated. It was a 10 key, Tekken, Tekken, Tensu, and a 10 key. I was able to get off the clutch black rose play, pass to him. He had no response. Well, he did have a response, but I composed that, and I proceeded to OTK for that turn. He didn't draw into any of his side cards. By the way, he was also very cool guy, so I really didn't have any like stuck up arrogant players to play against. But yeah, so that's my regional recap. Like I said, I went 5-2-1 with the deck. Feel like I probably would have went 6-1 or probably undefeated. If anything, if I didn't get that round 1 loss. But it is what it is. I still got my invite, so I will be seeing you guys at Nationals. So whenever Nationals is announced and we get there, I hope you guys come up and say something to me. But with that being said, this is Ygsnow91. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'm out. Oh, also, I will have the deck profiles probably in the link somewhere up to the top somewhere for the first place Harpy deck profile, of course my deck profile, and a player who got 20, I think it was 20th or 21st with X Sabers. And yeah, so I'm going.